What's going on, boxing fans? It's Julian Williams with The Distance. I'm back with another video. This one is Edison Miranda versus Lucian Bute. Match that takes place on April 17th in Montreal for the IBF Super Middleweight Championship. This overall is a very good matchup. Edison Miranda, we've seen him on the main stage quite a bit against Kelly Pavlik, Andre Ward, and Arthur Abraham. We've seen him in some pretty good matchups in the past. And Lucian Bute, he's been in some very good matchups as well. And he had a phenomenal performance against Librado Andrade on November 28th of last year. So now with Bute coming off of that victory, all eyes are on Lucian Bute. Because just because he knocked out a guy who, including myself, thought that he wouldn't have knocked out, the guy that a lot of people thought knocked him out in the last fight. In the later stages of the fight, in the 12th round, we all remember what happened with the controversy with the referee and stuff with Andrade. But a lot of people, including myself, when I first did that prediction, a lot of people forgot that over 11 rounds, Bute pretty much outboxed and outclassed Librado Andrade in that fight, and was on his way to doing it again, November 28th. So in this fight, I think it's going to be the punching power of Edison Miranda versus the boxing ability of Lucian Bute. For Lucian Bute to win this fight, he's definitely going to need a lot of movement and a lot of combinations. Lucian Bute, who does put together some very nice punches up top, he usually does at least three or four combination punches at a time, and sometimes he sneaks in that left to the body. And it was something that I discovered maybe a week or two before the fight, how he likes to sneak in that left uppercut to the body. And he's done it to a lot of opponents. He likes to sneak in that left uppercut. If you look at a lot of his fights, he does have a tendency to sneak it in. The knockout over Librado Andrade, he snuck it in. And that's really what he has to do with Edison Miranda. He has to put together a nice assortment of punches, and he has to move around. He doesn't want to give Edison Miranda that target that he wants, because we all know that Edison Miranda could hurt you or knock you out. And Lucian Bute definitely wants to keep his distance. He wants to use the southpaw jab. He wants to move around the ring. He wants to put together some combinations. And as well, I think he needs more side to side upper body movement, because we all know with Lucian Bute, it's usually forward backward with when he moves his head. It's usually forward backward. So really, he wants to kind of have it side to side against Edison Miranda. And also, he does want to sneak in the uppercut quite a bit in this fight, because Edison Miranda, when you throw your combinations against Edison Miranda, he's able to get underneath the combinations. He ducks really low. And Lucian Bute can actually, I believe, can get in the left uppercut or the right uppercut if he wants to against Edison Miranda. If he dips low and tries to do that headhunter type style, I think that Lucian Bute can get that uppercut in and basically just outbox him, focus on boxing against Edison Miranda, not necessarily knocking him out, but simply just boxing, and also put the punches together very well. Don't just throw your southpaw jab out there. Just put your punches together very well, because if he just continues to throw an assortment of punches, then we could possibly see a repeat of October 2008 in the first fight against Andrade. You'll never know. But Edison Miranda coming in 168. I believe this is his first title fight at 168. And he may be a lot stronger at 168 than he was at 160, because we know he was barely able to make the weight at 160, and other than that, wasn't going to get a fight with Jermaine Taylor after the loss to Pavlik. So Edison Miranda's been on that main stage quite a bit in his career. He does have a headhunter type style. He comes forward, but something that's very underrated with Edison Miranda is that counter right hand. He knows how to land the counter right hand when you're jabbing against him. But there's times that he doesn't really protect himself from the jab, but there are times he just can't protect himself from the jab. He kind of has a high guard at times, and sometimes he doesn't really close the guard fast enough, and sometimes he can't protect himself from the jab. So in this fight, I do think that Edison Miranda does need to throw more jabs, because Bute's gonna throw some jabs in there. He's gonna throw some combination right and left hooks. So he does really need the jab in this fight. He needs a jab, and he wants to set up his knockout. Because sometimes with Edison Miranda, he doesn't really set up his knockout. He comes in and he leads in face first and tries to land the right hand. But at the same time, Lucian Bute has been hit with a lot of wide shots. There are quite a few fights when he's been hit with wide shots. So Edison Miranda could land a wide shot on Lucian Bute, but at the same time, he needs to follow up his shots. He needs to follow up his shots and try to go to the body as well. If he goes to the body, he can, and at the same time with the work rate of Lucian Bute, if he can go to the body and work the body and make Lucian Bute continue going backward, and we all know that Lucian Bute can fight going backward, I do believe that he could wear out Lucian Bute and have him fight in the same type of fight like in the first fight against Librado Andrade. But I think that Edison Miranda does need to kind of come forward. He needs to rough up Lucian Bute in this fight. He needs to come forward. He needs to basically fight a very rough fight. Throw in, clinch on the inside, throw some shots on the inside, just pretty much rough up Lucian Bute and try to take him out of his game. If he can do it, if he could take the range away from Bute, Edison Miranda could win this fight if he could set up that knockout blow. But in this fight, personally, I want to go with Lucian Bute in this fight. I'm going to say Lucian Bute should win this fight by I'd say unanimous decision. Because, honestly, at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a knockout from Bute in this fight. But at the same time, I don't think it's going to be a knockout. I think that Bute's style is a lot of trouble for Miranda, though I think Miranda does have a lot of punching power to put Lucian Bute out if he can wear down Lucian Bute. But we've basically seen Edison Miranda beat two different ways. We've seen him outboxed, and we've seen him knocked out and beaten to a unanimous decision, basically like in the first Abraham fight. But pretty much, I'm just gonna go with Lucian Bute. I'm gonna keep it safe. I'm gonna say unanimous decision. But anyway, that's the distance. Thanks for watching. Peace.